There's never been actually data like this before. We've never known what CEOs actually do. And now we have some really rich data that we can dig into.
It is common knowledge that the chief executive officers of Fortune 500 companies make more money in a single year than most of us could ever reasonably expect to accumulate over our lives.
CEOs in the US made over $24 million on average. That means at my current salary, I'd have to work over, 281 years to make what they made in 1 year.
In total pay for his services in 2021, Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, received $853 million. This was awarded to Cook by the company. Even Mr. Apple, Tim Cook, did not become the year's highest income earner. RJ Scaringe, the chief executive officer of Rivian, had a total salary of $2.3 billion.
Good morning, Joe. Lots of comparisons now between Elon Musk and Rivian founder RJ Scaringe, but while Musk owns more than 20% of Tesla, RJ owns only about 1.7% of Rivian. Now, RJ is now a billionaire.
Elon Musk received about $10 billion in Tesla stock options. Because they founded or invested in a high-risk company with unproven technology, these two may deserve more than other CEOs. Most CEOs didn't take such a risk and many still get 9-figure incomes. This is not another video about how unfair it is that the typical Fortune 500 CEO makes more than 324 times the average worker at the same company. Despite online complaints, it's been said before and won't change soon. The saying, if you can't beat them, join them, applies here. To receive a step-by-step roadmap to becoming a fat, well-paid corporate CEO, you must understand the financial system. Only 21 of the 500 Fortune 500 CEOs were the founders or co-founders of the firms they run. So if you want concise step-by-step instruction, you should first build with a multi-billion-dollar firm and avoid getting fired or retiring. By the time you have completed step 1 of this program, you will likely already be a billionaire. So the idea of a well-compensated day job may no longer appeal to you. Regardless, 21 out of 500 is a poor probability. The remaining 479 CEOs attained their positions by working their way up through business responsibilities, beginning with college positions. But a degree is required if you want the top job at one of these corporations. Every non-founding CEO of the Fortune 500 firm holds a bachelor's degree. 16 of the 21 founding CEOs have at least a bachelor's degree, while the other 5, including Mark Zuckerberg, dropped out of colleges like Harvard because their company took off before they could complete their degrees. You must also attend a reputable college, as nearly 10% of non-founding CEOs on the list attended DeVry University. The other league institutions are also well represented within the group of CEOs. Once admitted to one of these institutions, you must decide what to study. This is a good answer because 41% of Fortune 500 CEOs have MBAs. MBA programs focus on corporate structures, governance, and executive and company laws, making them the ideal choice. Many companies demand top executives to get an MBA while working. Due to their importance, companies occasionally pay for their executives to get these degrees, which is tough as it is on top of their usual duties. Leagues are worth the price since you learn business basics and make friends. Since they met with powerful people at these colleges, more powerful and notable people graduate from them. Thus, to become a Fortune 500 CEO, you should attend an Ivy League MBA program and network like crazy. MBAs are master's degrees. Master's degrees require a bachelor's degree. Fortune 500 CEOs prefer one degree type over others. 97 of these 500 CEOs studied engineering as an undergraduate. Engineering is a competitive field, hence selection bias is present. Engineers are appreciated in business despite not having a clear career path like law or medicine. Fortune 500 CEO engineers indicated that engineering has the lowest unemployment rate and the most career advancement prospects. Engineers learn to work with complex data sets and numbers, but they also learn to collaborate with others. Engineering students who think this way at 18 will head Fortune 500 companies. Engineers are valuable to companies as early technical staff. The Fortune 500 list is dominated by corporations that were previously startups. And early workers with the necessary abilities are strong contenders for the CEO position when the founder steps down. The institution where you can earn your bachelor's degree is significantly less significant than the institution where you earn your MBA. Harvard is the most popular undergraduate institution among Fortune 500 CEOs, but only 3 of them earned their bachelor's degrees there. The rest of the list is comprised of more than 300 different institutions. Therefore, choose the best school possible and strive to be at the top of your class, as this will simplify step 2. The candidate age of a Fortune 500 CEO is 57. So once you have earned your engineering degree, you have plenty of time to work on your career and apply to Harvard Business School. You have 2 options if you want to become the CEO of a large firm. The first is to begin working with promising startups. You will be a prime candidate for the top job if you move to the next school or Amazon, and you will likely have acquired stock options along the way. According to the New York Times, the average net worth of the first 2,200 Microsoft employees is over $10 million, meaning they should never need to work again even if they never become CEO. This technique is quite dangerous because for every Microsoft, thousands of other 2,200 employee organizations fail to develop or even go bankrupt. Find a 1,000-person company in a growing area to increase your chances of success. Technology is helpful for direct-to-consumer sales and healthcare. When you obtain your first job, you have to work hard. Be smarter than the other employees, hope the business develops well, and be there when the founder retires and requires a new CEO. Start your career with a more established company, especially one with strong business credentials, to be more proactive in getting the top job. At this level, it is common for individuals to hire the services of a publicity advisor to organize for them to give talks and show up in the media, so they are appealing not only to high-end recruiters but also to company directors and shareholders who ultimately decide who becomes the chief executive. While top CEOs can make or lose investors more money than 320 employees combined, they do not work 320 times longer than ordinary workers. Branding plays a role. The announcement of a high-profile executive as the company's new CEO can have a major impact on the stock price. But if an unknown person makes an announcement, that's a problem. If that happens, even if the person at the company's helm is just as technically skilled as someone with a peer staff behind them, there will be many concerns about who is managing the organization. You have about a small chance of becoming a CEO of a Fortune 500 company even if you do everything right. But even if you don't follow this exact path, you'll still be making a significant amount of money and working in a very interesting role. The trade-off is that you'll have to decide whether or not the personal sacrifice of working long hours for years on end is worth the risk of having your salary mocked by every congressman proposing a pay raise. Our right to financial privacy leaves others wondering how we get by and how wealthy the millionaires are. The CEOs for whom they will be working are in fact CEOs. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel.